Are you freaking kidding me? That was the first thing that tore out of my mouth when I saw it. My voice cracked, my throat burned, and the words came out louder than I expected. My whole body was shaking, my phone slippery in my hands from sweat. I wanted to throw it at the wall, but instead, I just stood there, staring at the screen, trembling. But let me back up. Before that moment, I thought my life was decent. Not perfect, but decent. I was 20, in college, working part-time, at a coffee shop, paying my rent with 2 roommates. Life was busy, messy, and exhausting. But I was surviving. And then there was him. Tyler. The kind of guy your friends warn you about, but you don't listen because you think you're the exception. He was charming in that crooked smile kind of way. The one that made you feel like he saw something in you no one else did. He'd text me at 2 a.m. just to say, "Can't sleep, thinking about you." He'd show up with coffee after my shifts. He made me feel chosen. My parents weren't thrilled about him. "Too smooth," my mom said once, rolling her eyes. My dad muttered something about boys who think they're smarter than everyone. But I brushed it off. I was young, in love. Or at least what I thought was love. We had our fights, sure. He could be jealous, controlling. He'd scroll through my Instagram likes and ask who certain guys were, but then he'd kiss my forehead and say he just cared too much. I told myself it was passion. That's what stupid girls in love do. For months, he was my world. My safe place after long days. My secret, my escape. And then, one night I made the mistake. We were at his apartment, candles lit, music low. He asked if I trusted him. I said yes. He asked if I loved him. I said yes. He asked if he could take some pictures, just for him, just for when he missed me. I hesitated, but he kissed me, whispered promises, and I gave in. I didn't know it then, but in that moment, I handed him a loaded weapon. ACT-2. Betrayal. The shattering blow. Fast forward 3 months. We were fighting more. He'd get drunk with his friends and ignore my texts. I'd cry into my pillow, telling myself he'd come around. Deep down, I knew the end was near. And then it happened. One night, my phone buzzed. A message from a number I didn't recognize. Just a screenshot. My stomach dropped. My private photos, the ones I thought only he had, and under it, a flood of laughing emojis, crying laughing faces, fire emojis, thumbs up. I couldn't breathe. My hands went cold, my chest tight. I scrolled, and there they were. Picture after picture, my body exposed, tossed around in his stupid group chat like some kind of joke, and the comments. God. Damn, bro, you really hit the jackpot. Send the rest. We want to see more. Bro, she looks like she's begging for it. Each word cut into me like a blade. I ran to the bathroom, locked the door, and slid down to the floor. My reflection in the mirror across from me looked like a ghost. Mascara streaked, lips trembling, eyes bloodshot. I curled up, hugging my knees, and sobbed until my throat went raw. He did this. Tyler did this. The person I trusted more than anyone. And the worst part? He thought he won. He thought he'd humiliate me, break me, and walk away laughing with his buddies. But as I sat on that cold bathroom floor, gasping through tears, something shifted inside me. The pain didn't vanish, but beneath it, a spark lit. Not of despair. Not of surrender, but of fury. I wiped my face, grabbed my phone with shaking hands, and opened my contacts. He had no idea who I was about to message. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat on the bathroom floor, the glow of my phone burning, into my eyes, scrolling through every disgusting message in that group chat. My body shook, but my mind was running hot, faster than my heart could keep up. I wasn't going to let this go. Not this time. See, I had always been the type of girl who avoided conflict. I hated drama. Hated being the crazy ex. I'd rather cry it out in silence than start a fight. That's who Tyler thought I was. That's why he thought I'd stay quiet. He didn't know the other side of me. The one that came out when I was pushed too far. And right now, He had shoved me over the cliff. At 3 a.m., I picked up my phone and typed a name I hadn't said out loud in years. Marcus. Marcus was Tyler's boss. Well, boss was one word for it. More like the guy who kept Tyler around because he was good at sales, even if he was reckless. I had met Marcus once at a company party. Older, sharp, the kind of man who remembered details about you even when he didn't need to. I remembered thinking, this guy doesn't miss a thing. I found him on LinkedIn. His message box was open. My fingers hovered, trembling. Then I typed, "Hi, Marcus. I think you should see what one of your employees has been doing. I don't know if this will matter to you, but it matters to me. These are private photos of me, shared without my consent. Tyler sent them to his friends. I thought you should know the kind of person representing your company." I attached the screenshots, every single one. My hands were sweating, my pulse in my ears, but I hit send, and then I sat there, waiting. Hours passed. Morning light leaked through my blinds, and I still hadn't slept. My phone finally buzzed. A reply. Marcus wrote back, "Thank you for sharing this with me. I will handle it. Do not contact Tyler again. Let me take care of this." That was it. Short, cold, final. I didn't know what he meant, but a tiny part of me felt relief, like I wasn't carrying it all alone anymore. But I wasn't done, because this wasn't just about Tyler losing his job. He had taken something from me, my dignity, my safety, my body, and handed it to his little pack of wolves for entertainment. I wanted every single one of them to regret it. So, I went further. I screenshotted everything. The chat, the names, the numbers. I even made a folder, titled it Evidence, and uploaded it to a private drive. And then I reached out to someone else. Not Marcus, not my friends, her, Tyler's mom. The next day, I drove to work like a zombie. I hadn't eaten, hadn't showered, just threw on a hoodie and pulled my hair into a bun. But when I clocked out, I checked my phone again. Marcus had sent another message. "He no longer works here. We have zero tolerance for this behavior. I'm sorry this happened to you. If you need a formal statement, let me know." My breath caught. Tyler. Fired. I should have felt satisfied. But I didn't. Not yet. Because when I opened Facebook, there it was. A post from Tyler himself. Some people just can't handle rejection. Pathetic. With a laughing emoji. The comments under it? His friends again. "Tell her to cry harder. Man, you dodged a bullet." My vision blurred red. That night, I sat down with my laptop. If he wanted a war, fine. He just forgot one thing. I had nothing left to lose. Step 1. Tyler's mom. I drafted a message, polite, calm. Not the hysterical girl he painted me as. "Hi, Mrs. Adams. I don't know if you're aware, but your son has been circulating private photos of me in group chats. I know you raised him better than this. I thought you deserved to know the truth." I attached the screenshots, every single one. It didn't take long. That woman responded like fire. "What? I am so sorry, sweetheart. I will deal with this. I promise you." And I knew she would. Tyler's mom didn't play. Step 2. His friends. They thought hiding behind emojis and usernames made them untouchable. But I had their numbers, their comments, their names. I printed everything, every filthy word they wrote, and I sent it. Straight to their girlfriends, their sisters, their mothers, one by one. The responses came in like thunder. Angry texts, phone calls. "What the hell is this? How could you?" I pictured them stammering, scrambling, trying to explain. Step 3. Public exposure. I didn't blast it online. I wasn't going to humiliate myself further. But I crafted something better. Smarter. I wrote a long post on a private women's forum I was part of. Thousands of women across the city used it to warn each other about toxic men, scams, dangerous situations. And I told my story. Every detail. Tyler's name included. The responses poured in. Women rallying behind me, thanking me for speaking up, sharing their own stories. My post got hundreds of comments. His name spread like wildfire in places he'd never imagine. Within 2 days, Tyler wasn't just jobless. He was infamous. His mom had kicked him out. His friends were turning on him. Girls were blocking him, posting warnings. And me? I was sitting, in my room, finally breathing again, watching it all unfold like a storm I had summoned. He had tried to strip me of my power. Instead, I burned his entire kingdom down. The night it all came crashing down for Tyler, I finally slept. Not peacefully. Not yet. My dreams were jagged and restless. But for the first time in days, I didn't wake up with my chest caving in, my heart racing like I was drowning. I woke up to silence, real silence. No buzzing notifications, no new screenshots, no new humiliations. Just quiet. And in that quiet, I realized something. I had survived. The girl who had locked herself in the bathroom, curled up on the tile floor, crying like she might disappear. That girl was still here. But she wasn't the same. The fallout was bigger than even I imagined. Tyler tried to spin it, of course. He posted about me being a psycho ex, about me ruining his life. But his words didn't matter anymore. No one was listening. Because the truth was louder. His job was gone. His reputation shattered. His mom wouldn't even let him step foot in her house. His friends? Half of them ghosted him. The other half were busy cleaning up their own messes after I'd handed their girlfriends and sisters the receipts. And me? I wasn't the girl who got exposed anymore. I was the girl who fought back, the one who said no more. But let me be honest here. Revenge doesn't fix everything. I still had nights where I felt dirty, tainted, humiliated. I still avoided mirrors sometimes because I couldn't stand the thought of seeing myself the way those boys had seen me. Healing doesn't come with fireworks. It comes with small things. Closing your laptop, turning off your phone, choosing to eat breakfast even when you don't want to. It comes with telling yourself, I deserve better, even when you don't believe it yet. It comes with time. But every time I thought about the way he laughed at me, the way his friends treated me like I was a punchline, I reminded myself, I didn't stay silent. I didn't let them win. I had taken back the one thing he thought he owned, my voice. One afternoon, weeks later, I ran into someone I hadn't seen in years, a girl from high school. We grabbed coffee, and she leaned in, whispering, I saw your post. I want you to know, you're brave as hell. Because I went through the same thing, and I never told anyone. My throat tightened. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about Tyler. It was about every girl who had been cornered, used, mocked, and then silenced. Every girl who thought she had to swallow the shame alone. I didn't feel brave. But in that moment, I felt stronger. And now, Tyler is nothing to me. Just a lesson burned into my skin. A scar, but not an open wound. I deleted his number, blocked every account, moved on. But I kept one thing, one single screenshot, his message from the group chat. Bro, she'll never do anything. She's too scared. Sometimes when I feel weak, I look at it. And I smile, because he was wrong. I did something. And I'll never let anyone make me that scared, that small, ever again. So here's my question, to you. If someone tried to humiliate you, tried to strip away your dignity and laugh at your pain, would you forgive? Would you stay quiet? Or would you burn everything down, the way I did? What would you have done in my place?